you can always say no. But the failure of The Color Purple is not Taraji's fault. The failure of the new Color Purple movie is the fault of the lack of innovation and the lack of risk in Hollywood. We have to get out of this notion that you're going to touch a classic, a magical classic that is very dear to the hearts of Black people, such as The Color Purple. You could do a stage play. That is fine. That's totally different. That's far out the box. But for these executives to somehow think we're going to redo The Color Purple and we're going to get that magic back in the bottle a second time is insane to me. It's insane to me. It had nothing to do with that. Number one, no one really goes to the movies. That's number one. All right. If you're going to release a movie, I would think you would want to release it in theaters and also on a streamer simultaneously. This was $100 million film. I believe they could have recouped the cost if they streamed it and, have people look at it in the comfort of their home. Of course, it's $20. Maybe you could have did a $35 streaming fee. It's $20 in movies because 4 or 5 or 10 people could watch it at one house. But people aren't going to do that. People want convenience. They want comfort. And then furthermore, you're still competing. The biggest competition of the new Color Purple movie is the first Color Purple movie. That's number one. It's not like we can't go watch The Color Purple with Danny Glover and Whoopi Goldberg and the good brother. What's that brother's name there? Was it Alphonse? What was his name? That played the old man that played Danny Glover's father? What was his name? Oh my goodness. Soldier Story. He was in Soldier Story. What is his name? This guy is a great actor. You know the one talk like that. You're gonna let it. Adolph Caesar, who was an amazing actor, man. This was a magical time in Hollywood. This was a time not a lot of blacks were even on television or in movies. And they called magic in the bottle. You know what I mean? You had how do you compete against a young Danny Glover, a young Whoopi Goldberg, a young or middle-aged Adolph Caesar? You don't, and a young Oprah. You don't get that type of magic in the bottle 2 times. It doesn't work. The only movie that I've seen that's been a great sequel that was a classic from back in the 80s, I think it was that new Top Gun movie. For whatever reason, that thing really rocked. And it was great. But they're going to have to, Hollywood's going to have to figure this out. They're going to have to recreate. They're going to have to really put their heads together because the landscape of Hollywood has changed. Where it was once a monopoly, we had 5 channels. They could throw any sitcom on, it would do well. We were just happy to see any black person on television. Well, now there are a million channels, and now guys like me have microphones. I can broadcast to people and talk. So the monopoly is broken up, and they really need to figure it out. I see a couple of comments coming in. Yeah, thank you. It was a pleasant surprise. Top Gun was really good. I'm sorry, and I'm not trying. Please don't come on here talking about, man, why you go? That's the white movie. Why you ain't shitting about the black? Understand this. The Color Purple movie, white people own that, and they own Top Gun too. So don't do this. I know y'all like to say that you want to move that goalpost, but it doesn't matter. The whites own both of the films. Son, you gonna have to get out of here. I'm working. So it's not Taraji's fault. And I would tell Taraji, I would think this would be my dream. Taraji, get with Jonathan Majors. Whatever money y'all got left or whatever money you have, pool that money together. Make your own project. Make your own films. Get a writer. I'm in the WGA. You can hire me. I will work for equity. I don't even want you to pay me. I just want to get back in money. You could put me on as a writer. I will attach myself as somewhat an EP, and whatever money's made. So if we lose together. We win together. We have to get out of employee mind when it comes to dealing as a creative and as an artist. So that's where we are at, guys. That is where we are at. We're gonna move right along. I don't even know how long I'm gonna be. Dad, are you awake or you sleep? Oh, he's up. My father's been fighting sleep. I don't know why. He keeps dozing off. Yeah, you keep dozing off. I understand, man. You're old. Just relax. You around love. You can relax, Dad. Okay, you can relax.